Now, bringing fun into the kitchen at an early age is a great way to promote good eating habits, and it's also a way to spend more time together as a family. So today's dish is for the 4 to 6 year olds, and they love getting messy and moulding and shaping in the kitchen, and I'm going to cook up one of my family favourites, which is the carrot and meat mini meatballs. So for this recipe you need some minced beef, some Worcester sauce, grated carrot, olive oil, an egg and some fresh breadcrumbs, mascarpone cheese, tomato passata, and of course finally some pasta. So a little dash of Worcester sauce going in, just for a little bit of flavour. You could put in a bit of pepper if you wanted to, and then what we're going to do is we're going to first of all add our breadcrumbs. Now this is something that the whole family can enjoy and eat together, and if you don't like beef then you could use minced pork or minced turkey as an alternative. I'm going to crack the egg in. You could beat the egg up first of all if you wanted to with a fork, and it's also a really great way of getting children to start cracking eggs. The whole egg might not sort of turn up in the bowl, but hey ho, that's what it's all about. So mix your egg together like that, and then I'm just going to add that straight in. Now, one of the most difficult things, I think, especially with my kids, is to get them to eat lots of vegetables. So this is a sneaky way that you can get some vegetables into your dish, and we've got some grated carrot here. But you know, if you've got a fussy child, a really, really fussy child, and you're worried that they're not getting all their essential vitamins and minerals, then a food supplement is an easy, tasty way to make sure that they're topping up their daily intake. Now, the best way to do this is just to crunch up to use your hands. I can imagine the kids will love this. Just get in there and just sort of scrunch it all together with your hands. I can see little hands in this bowl here. Okay? And just make sure it's all mixed all the way through until it looks something like that. Okay. Then you want to preheat your oven to gas smart 6. And I'm just going to move some of these things out of the way. And you want to get yourself a roasting tin. And this is when the water comes in handy. You want to put your hands in the cold water and then take your mixture, and this will probably make about 20 meatballs. Divide it in half, and then you can very, very easily see how to get them round about the same size. And it's important to get them round about the same size because that means they're going to cook all at the same time. So sort of get it into a sausage. What did we say? It's going to make probably about 20 in total. So I'm now just going to divide my mixture into the pieces and then use my wet hands, and then just take your meatballs like that and then just give them a little roll. Because you've got wet hands, you'll find that they don't stick as much. Can you imagine the little ones doing these? I mean, don't worry at the end of the day, if they're all different sizes, then just make sure that you give the bigger ones, the bigger meatballs, just a little bit longer in the oven, that's all. They don't take very long to cook, about 15 to 20 minutes in a nice hot oven, and you can then just, once it starts to stick again, you can then just put your hands back into the water and then give them a roll. Okay. That's the last one, and that just so that they go a nice sort of golden brown in the oven, you just want to trickle over just a little bit of olive oil, just going over your meatballs like that. So you haven't got to worry about frying anything on the top. Preheat your oven to gas smart 5, and then what you can do is just pop them in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes to cook. And I'm going to wash my hands really well now because I've been touching raw meat. All right, these have had their time. You can see they're nice and golden and cooked all the way through. So while they've been cooking, bit of time management, the pasta is on to cook. Let's quickly make the sauce. So here we have just tomato passata. Just turn the heat down just a little bit. What I'm now going to do is just add the mascarpone cheese going in. Now if you don't like mascarpone, you could just heat up this and just add a little bit of grated, cheddar cheese to it. But the mascarpone makes it really lovely and creamy. Just look at that as it's just being mixed in there. So you just want to just heat that through and just let that sort of simmer just for a few minutes so it's nice and hot. And also I'm a bit of a fan of black pepper. So just a little bit of black pepper going in. You don't need to add any salt at this stage. I'm just going to taste one of the best things, just to make sure that I'm happy. Oh, lovely. If you can't get hold of mascarpone, which is like a sort of Italian style cream cheese, then just use cream cheese. It's absolutely fine. Pasta is now ready. So obviously you want to get grown up to do this. I'm just going to very quickly drain it like that. Meatballs are ready, sauce is ready, we're ready to serve up. So let's just take the pasta. Oh, give it a good old shake. And you know the best thing to do is to serve it in a nice big mixing bowl. In goes the pasta. Bubbling hot tomato sauce all over the pasta there like that. And then you've got your meatballs, which you can just spoon over. I mean, if you want to do individual, soup bowls of this, that's fine. And if you wanted to, and you've maybe got some chives or some fresh basil, you can then just get some scissors like this and just snip some nice fresh chives or some basil leaves over the top. There you have it. Mini carrot and beef meatballs. We've done the main, now let's move on to the pud.